Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will never pass away. There are those who interpret these prophecies which we're hearing currently in St. Luke's Gospel and similar ones in Matthew and Mark, and also, more famously perhaps, in the book of the Apocalypse. All of these are interpreted as referring to the imminent end of the world and the return of Christ in glory, the parousia, the end of history. There seem to have been such people amongst the first Christians, and there have been many groups throughout the ages with similar ideas. That this world will not last forever is a basic Christian belief. But that it's going to happen soon is a bold teaching to embrace, especially as such predictions have repeatedly been disappointed and have frequently led to acute human suffering. Such ideas have often been rejected in Christian teaching, and especially, most notably, as we've seen those who are following these readings in the last few weeks, notably in the Gospel of St. Luke, where we have repeated warnings not to be misled. And today's Gospel, if you need it, is as good a proof text as many. Just take care over looking at the words. Jesus tells his disciples that before this generation has passed away, all will have taken place. And yet, his own words will never pass away. Well, what will have taken place? Because by the time Luke's Gospel was published, that first generation had mostly passed away. Well, what will have taken place is obvious. The victory of Christ over death, his ascension into heaven, the descent of the Holy Spirit, the birth of the Catholic Church. And so what will never pass away? His words, recorded so meticulously by St. Luke and the other evangelists, the words of the Gospel. The events have happened. The words will not pass away. Again, Jesus insists that the extraordinary events which are to follow this speech will alter history. They will change the world. But they're not a conclusion, not an end, but a beginning. They are not deep sleep or darkness, but an awakening to risen life.